Hey guys, in this video I'm going to talk to you about the 10 questions to ask before joining a commercial real estate brokerage. Now, I've worked for quite a few brokerages in my time, and I found that you always want to have as much information as possible before you sign with that particular brokerage. And these are just the 10 questions that you want to know right off the bat. This will help you determine whether or not this particular commercial brokerage might be a good place for you to hang your license with. So number one is, does the managing broker also sell real estate? This is important because if the managing broker, who in essence would be your boss, even though as an independent contractor you don't really have a boss, but basically whoever's in charge of that office, if that individual also sells, then what does that mean? That means that basically that broker is also your competition, right? That broker is someone that is out there selling and might not have the time or even the interest in training you and getting you all the knowledge that you need to know in order to become successful. Some people might disagree with this, but this is just from what I've seen. If the managing broker also sells, that will definitely affect the overall way that that office is run and how things are handled in that office. You'll find out. I've worked for brokerages where the managing broker did not sell, was simply at the desk and was a resource for us if we had any questions, and would have meetings and was basically a mentor and a guide to the rest of the agents in the office. And I've also worked in offices where the managing broker was out there selling and was not available for mentorship and guidance and helping you to achieve success in your commercial real estate business because they're busy out there selling their properties, right? And so basically, as they're getting more listings, yeah, you can bring them a buyer or bring them a tenant, but that's one more listing that is not under you. Number two is, what kind of training does the commercial real estate brokerage offer? I've also worked at various brokerages where there was very minimal training. There was really nothing. You were basically just given a desk and said, go ahead and run your business. Whereas I've also worked at other brokerages where there was intensive types of training. We were sent to various seminars and courses and all sorts of either online training and classroom training, and they ran us through various scripts and scenarios and taught us how to fill out contracts, and we would come in on Saturday mornings and go through scripts, and there was that type of training in helping you to achieve success in your commercial real estate brokerage. Wherever you are in your particular business, it's always beneficial to continue to learn, continue to practice, continue to perfect those things that you'll be using to help you to grow your business. And if your commercial real estate brokerage does offer some sort of training, you definitely want to know what that is, and if there is any sort of additional cost, or if it's something that's offered to everybody so that you can benefit from that and continue to learn and grow your commercial real estate business. Number three is, what sort of commissions do they charge and what are the splits? So this means that what are the typical commissions that your potential commercial brokerage that you might hang your license with, what sort of commissions do they charge to the seller when they sell their property, or to the landlord when they lease out their commercial property? And then what are the splits between the individual agent who did that transaction and the brokerage? So those are the two numbers that you want to know. These vary depending on your market, but it definitely does help to know, as at least when a deal closes, what does the money look like, so that you can have a rough idea of what your income will be working at that commercial real estate brokerage. Number four is, what are the monthly charges? Does that commercial real estate brokerage charge anything for the desk or software that they have a license for you to use, and then that costs a monthly type of fee? What sort of charges are charged to you? Or that brings me to the next question you want to ask is, does this commercial real estate brokerage offer a draw? And basically what this is it's an account where maybe they will put onto this draw your desk fee, or the technology fee, or your local association dues, or your commercial MLS fee, or maybe even things like health benefits and other things they would charge to this draw, which means that as you close deals, before they pay you that commission, they take out whatever amount is owed in that draw. And if it's more than whatever that commission check is, then obviously that entire commission check then goes to paying down that draw. Next is, you want to know, how often are team meetings? Agents getting together with the managing broker and discussing what's going on in the market, what things are being listed, what sort of properties and opportunities are popping up. You want to be able to exchange this types of information so that you can help each other to grow your business, maybe bring them a buyer, bring them a tenant, maybe make an introduction to someone that could help them get their foot in the door with a certain appointment or have some sort of meeting. But basically, you want to know how often does the entire team of agents meet, because you want to work in an office where maybe there is some sort of exchange of ideas. People can be mentors and advisors for each other, help each other's business to expand and to grow and be a resource for each other. Or is it a different type of office where there are no team meetings and basically everyone is working independently and it's every person for themselves? There is no sharing of information and pretty much everyone's just running independently and basically just doing their own thing. So if that's what you're looking for in your commercial real estate brokerage, that's fine, but you definitely want to know this before you sign with that brokerage so that you don't end up in a situation where it wasn't what you expected. Maybe you were more of a team player, you enjoy having these types of communications and meeting with other agents and exchanging ideas, or do you just prefer to do your own thing and not talk to anybody and just do your own business? That is up to you. Next is, are there teams? Now, you can partner up with other agents when listing a property for sale or lease. There are a number of reasons why this might be beneficial, from things like maybe someone is a specialist in one particular type of commercial property. Perhaps their specialty is in automotive type of properties, but you're the one who secured the listing, and maybe you can just share that listing and that person can market that property to other auto dealers and automotive real estate type of buyers, where you might handle other things like maybe the marketing and the negotiation side. However you split up that type of work is up to you. But there are also various commercial brokerages that maybe they don't encourage having teams. They don't want people partnering up, and maybe they want everyone just to be working on their own. This is just a piece of information that you want to know before you sign with that commercial brokerage, because maybe you are the type who likes to have teams or be on a team and work with others, work with partners in helping to get more properties listed and sold. If that's where you see your business going, then you definitely want to know if that commercial real estate brokerage has teams and how you are assigned to a particular team. Next is there a particular commercial type of property that the company is looking to increase in inventory? Different commercial real estate brokerages might specialize in certain types of property, such as maybe they only specialize in retail, or maybe they only specialize in office and industrial. You want to know what types of properties that they focus on, what they're looking to get more of in their inventory, what they specialize in, or are they basically generalists and they'll take anything and they'll list anything. Next is you want to know who makes the marketing. So either you could be coming up with your own brochures and social media posts and mailers and email newsletter content, blog posts, websites, or is that type of work outsourced? Maybe there's a marketing manager or an admin assistant or someone on staff that handles the marketing for the agents so that they can spend their time looking at properties, doing showings, making calls, instead of coming up with all this marketing content. You want to know who does the marketing, and if you have an opportunity to maybe check out some samples of their marketing, what are some of the things that they do to support their agents to get these properties and these opportunities listed and promoted and advertised and in front of as many potential buyers and tenants and investors as possible. If they have some marketing to show you, that would definitely be something that you want to consider before you sign with that commercial brokerage. And the last thing you want to ask your commercial brokerage is, how are leads divided out? Now, every so often there are calls into the commercial brokerage, and they are maybe a potential buyer or investor or a seller looking to do something commercial real estate related, and they just happen to call the company and they ask for whoever is available. Perhaps that lead is given out to one of the commercial agents. Now, you want to know, how are these leads divided out? Is there some sort of rotation program, or do they give that lead to perhaps someone who specializes in that type of property? However they do it, you want to know, how are those leads divided out from leads that come into the office, maybe phone calls or emails or online. Anyway, those are the 10 questions you want to ask a commercial brokerage before you sign with them. I hope this was helpful to you. If you haven't already, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment below. I've really gotten a lot of good feedback from people who are working in commercial real estate. Maybe they just started and they're looking for help and advice and guidance on how to build their commercial real estate business. So it's just been a real honor to help these individuals worldwide to grow their commercial real estate business. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.